I've just arrived in Salt Lake City. We're sitting waiting for our dinner table to show up, but we're excited for this one. I've done the show for 3 years now, and this is by far our largest setup, and so we're not expecting that to bring too much extra traffic in. Salt Lake is traditionally a mid-range show compared to some of the other shows I've done, right? But, you know, our expenses are pretty low, thankfully, even with the hotel room and the flight. Usually we bring in a healthy amount of profit at this show, and it's really fun vibes here. We like the people here, and we like just kind of being in a new city. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to being here, and we'll show you a little bit of how that all goes throughout the rest of this video. I'm so ready for this. Are you ready for this?
Yes. Oh yeah, I can't wait for mid-chicken.
Got myself some ramen wall. Alright, so what we got behind us is 2 tables. We have 6 feet tables each, so that means we have 12 feet of space total. I'm going to do this. I have a pretty standard double booth setup that I want to use for this one, where we attach 2 wings at the sides and have 10 feet across on the back. Let's make it happen. Tell us about your setup.
It's not done.
Awesome. It'll be done soon. Just organizing some, well, all of our prints now. Let's play the game of, did we pack too many or too little prints? This always takes a little longer than you might want it to, but luckily we came here with plenty of time. The show doesn't start for another 40 minutes, and typically shows really don't actually get busy until a few hours after the show begins. It's a lot of smiling and waving at the beginning. Just smile and wave, boys. So for those of you just joining me, which is all of you, no one's watched the video before, it's my first one. We create first edition prints for every show. This time, Tartarus gets the lucky nod from Persona 3. So I like printing on a little hollow stock, right? Give it a little bit of extra flair for people when they first get it, and then sign and number it. So we have 25 of these for this show, and we'll see how they do. So we're about, what time is it? We're about 4 minutes from the official start time. It's good to be here, good to be all set up without having to rush. We have a pretty large booth this time. I'm not used to having this much space behind us. In fact, I can turn you around and you can see a little bit of what I'm talking about. We got basically just these prints here, nothing under the table because we can fit everything behind us. We are at the end of the hallway. I'm super curious to see how this placement does. Usually at this show we've had a booth way down there, in line or corner, right? Which is hard to stand out. This area we definitely stand out quite a lot, but it's also right at the beginning, and so people could just walk right past us. People could walk all the way and see us first. Cons are so weird. They're so interesting. I really never know what to expect until we get here, and so we'll see, but we'll know pretty soon. Until then, we just gotta weather the boring hours and hope for the best, so wish us luck.
A few moments later.
It's already way busier than we expected, which is not a bad problem to have, but we stalked this show as if it was going to be a mid-level show and may have underestimated how much the double booth is going to help us, so stay tuned. We'll see if we need to go restock some stuff. Oh no, sorry, that's nothing. Hey, your secretary saw the dragon that was hot food spirited away.
Hi.
Hello. Sorry, I'm just messing around.
Oh, you're fine.
Thank you very, very much. Have a great rest of your day out there. What's up? We are halfway through today. I no longer think we're going to be in dire trouble with stock, which is probably for the best, but we'll see. You never know. It's weird. It's something that we learned over many years is that you can never predict what any day is going to be like. You kind of just have to go and hope for the best. So, wish us luck. Which one are you looking at over there? Oh yeah. It's one of the best stories I think Final Fantasy's put out, in my opinion. You know, I haven't gotten a chance to play it yet, but I've heard mixed things, obviously. But for most people that I talk to in person, I feel like everyone's pretty chill with it. And it's just the online forums, which is typical for online discussion, right? Seem to be the more critical ones, but
yeah. But overall, it's building a new story, and that's okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of like get it where people are learning it. So like, I'm having a good time.
Good. I'm super glad to hear that. Yep. So we're about 5 minutes until closing time. Today, I think, went pretty well for a Thursday of all things, right? Usually Thursday. Yeah. So that's good. We're hoping for a continual upward trend in Friday and Saturday's numbers, and talk more when we get back to the hotel. But that's at least initial impressions for now. Well. Let's talk. Let's talk about today. You want to talk about today, Chelsea?
I just wanted them to know that I've been trying to reach them about your vehicle's extended warranty.
Good.
I'll come out from behind you.
Yeah.
You can actually do your debrief.
Yep. You're gonna push the whole thing towards me. All right. Huzzah. Today was good. I think the general vibe of the other exhibitors that I've talked to, everything seems to be going pretty rough, it seems, in terms of the general feel, which is unfortunate, right? You never want to see your fellow artists kind of not feeling so hot about a show. It's always nice when everyone's really excited and the spending power is high, but I think we got really lucky in a number of ways. The first off, of course, being where we're placed in the convention center hall, right? I think we're in a really good location right at the beginning of the entrance without a lot of competition visually. Because we're up against the wall, I think it becomes very easy to pick us out. I think we are at around 2,300, 2,400 for the weekend, which is incredible for a Thursday, especially for a show of this size. I know I've gone back and forth about feeling okay about stock this entire show already, which is just the nature of doing cons, right? Is stock is always going to be the thing that eludes you in many ways. After I finish recording this, I'm going to be looking pretty closely at our numbers to see if we just need to place a preemptive stock order. The entrances were crazy, so we were just now setting up. We were about 7 minutes behind schedule, and it's insane. Hard to get in, but we made it, and hoping for the best. Well, I just full sent the print restock email. Here we go. All right, I'm on the way to pick up the extra prints. It's not much. It's just 50 extras, 5 each for some of the ones that I think are gonna run low. Expensive. It's like $200 to get replacement prints, but we're making our way through the crowds. It's crazy here. Freedom, no more crowds for a minute. Yeah. I just heard a kid say that Cybertrucks were a kid's idea, and I've never resonated more with a child in my entire life. I suppose this is as good a time as any to do an update about how the day's going. It's going well. It's not like quite gangbusters. I think because we're so close to the entrance, we get a little thrown off guard by how busy the initial rush is. And then as people spread throughout the hall, it kind of slows down and thins out. That being said, we are still tracking quite a bit better than yesterday. My sine curve of being worried about where our stock levels are going to be, I am currently on the worried side again. Even with this restock, I think we're going to run out of a decent amount of stuff by the end of Saturday. It's weird having a Saturday end show, or Saturday as the final day, I should say, because usually Saturday happens and you're like, holy crap, everything's gone, and then Sunday you're kind of figuring out what's left, whereas with This one, it's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday is the end, and so with that happening, you basically just have to hope you have enough stock for the final and busiest day. Oh boy, you have no fear at all. Alrighty, and we're back. So guess what was not included in my restock? Friggin' Bellhard!
Are you looking at the Destiny ones?
I like that Bellhard.
Yeah.
I have an online store. I can ship it to you if you want me to, but yeah. Yeah, we'll give you a card.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
I just love the style of these. I'm so sad I missed them yesterday.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm
Hey, you found
glad you
it
still
today.
made it. Yeah, better late than never, right?
Yeah, but I'm a lot poorer now.
Oh, you know that. Yeah. Absolutely incredible. Good morning. What year is it? All right, day 3. Here we go. I forgot to do a recap from yesterday because I was at a dinner with my old boss, which was awesome, but then I got home, got straight into bed, started playing Persona, and then immediately crashed and forgot. So here we are doing a post-mortem day 3 recap. So yesterday went very well. I believe, when all was said and done, we scored just a little over 4,000, which was really nice. Dear Lord, I hope they put us in the same spot next year because really couldn't ask for anything better. In terms of what's doing super well, it's the usual suspects, which for me are a lot of my Hollow Knight stuff. Rapture will always and far and away be the most popular print we got. Bossing stays up there as well, right? Nothing's really out of the ordinary. Of course, some of the ones I printed less of this show, like my Destiny prints, for the last, I want to say 3 or 4 shows, we maybe sold 20 of each of those combined, so like 5 a show. And of course, I printed 10 of each one for this show, and we sold out of them yesterday. It's just the way things go. Chose not to restock, not to go to FedEx for like a $5.50 mediocre print. I would love to hit the 5-figure mark, which would be very hard not to at this point. And then it just becomes a matter of how high in the 5 figures we go. We'll see what happens. Yeah, absolutely. Totally understand. These are incredible, by the way. These zero cards you got. Here's our stack of prints that we have left. It's not bad at all compared to the last 2 shows we've done. I think they just let everybody in. Here we go. Big day begins now. I love your shirt. That's great. Fantastic. Your shirt says, "By Grab Thor's Hammer. What a savings." Galaxy Quest. Incredible movie. By Grab Thor's Hammer. What a savings. That's my bad impression of Alan Rickman. Well, it is crowded already. Alrighty. What can I get for you?
Let's do the After Labs.
Okay. Awesome.
Columbia.
Yep.
And the Secret Lab.
Awesome. All 3 of those are yours. Give me 1 second to get those for you. Got your prints here. In the bag they go, and you are all good. Thank you all very, very much.
Thank you so much.
Have a great time out there. Appreciate it. Of course it is. You go to like Walgreens?
Yep, I walked right by one on my way.
The what? After I just started recording, after I just said out loud, all right, maybe I'll get a clean cut this time. You right when I started?
I didn't hear you say that.
Okay, yeah.
I was just thinking to myself, hey, didn't I just throw out that plunger? Oh, no, this is one of those medieval soup ladles.
I'm so glad we got this on camera. This is great. Fantastic. Great. All right, we're about 2 hours in now, and true to form, we had an insane rush at the beginning, and now it's slowed down a lot, and I imagine it'll be consistent throughout the rest of the day, but oh boy, we made about just over 1,000 in about an hour and a half, so that's Saturday for you. Keep it going strong.
So it's your first time in a while that you've sold out of stuff at shows. How do you feel about that?
Well, it kind of is what it is. After Rose City and Non-Descon, which were the two shows I had before this one, I really massively overstocked and had a whole bunch of prints extra, and so I purposely pared down for this show. I want to die. You are higher than me. That's really good. You don't have to lower the chair.
I lowered the chair.
Okay, it's totally fine.
I have a mic.
You have a mic. Yeah, that's a spoon.
It's a mic.
It's a spoon.
I've seen a fish.
Like an actual living fish?
It was a fish plush.
It's a fish plush. I see. Like a fish stick?
All right, and we're back here again with David.
All right, so we were back at the hotel after just getting done packing up all of our stuff. It's sitting here at our feet right now, and luckily we have the night to kind of just debrief and decompress before we fly back tomorrow morning. But initial thoughts on the show were it's excellent, really, really good. I think, I'd done the show for 2 years, and so you kind of have a general idea of where your numbers are going to be. And I said this a lot over the course of the weekend, but I still think I severely underestimated the amount of traction we would get with the double booth, and especially the location too. I think we were at two really very fortunate breaks our way. And as you can see by, I'm sure I'll splice in footage of all the sold out signs that we had, but we pretty much got rid of, I'd say almost half of our prints were sold out in some way, shape, or form, right? And the others were running pretty low. I think the only ones I really underestimated or was off my counts on were Piltover and Zon.
Even things that we've never run out of were getting low.
Yeah.
Like Columbia, we should never run out of. You always bring extra Bossing Say. And
Yeah.
I think without that extra print order, you would have run out of most of your stuff.
Yeah.
I've been to this show twice now, and so getting to see just the difference between location of where we are and the double booth. This year you've gotten a chance to explore the two tables next to each other and how much more visibility that brings you. So I just think it's interesting to see just how the audience eyes catch your booth a lot easier.
We didn't have a lot of visual competition, which I think was a big part of things, right? Which in general is pretty. That's just the nature of doing artist alleys. You have visual competition, and so everyone's trying to one up each other and to stand out more, I guess, right? But this was truly a best of both worlds, where we had a large booth and also not a lot of competition around us, right? In terms of, because we were against the back wall, right? Didn't have anyone really immediately to the right of us, and then to the left of us. We space ourselves out so that way we can get room in and out, and that worked out just great. Our stuff, it has a very high floor. It's very rare that we come out of a show without having made some sort of profit, which I'm very, very thankful for. I think because I graciously have a lot of different interests and fandoms represented in my artwork, right? And I think that helps appeal to different age ranges, different audiences, right? So if I'm not burrowing myself into one specific, very narrow hole, for lack of a better way of putting it. Anything else?
Nope.
That's all we got for now. Thanks for coming to the podcast, the talk, whatever you wanted to call it at the beginning of the interview. And we'll keep on doing these videos and hope they turn out well. But thanks for watching this one, and catch you around. Goodbye. Credits. Showing all the music and all the stuff, and you're gonna stop recording.